Hey, Brandon here. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Have another incoming college freshman player profile show here for you today. Going to talk about Caden Durham, an exciting running back headed to the LSU Tigers, one of the fastest running backs headed to college football this year in the freshman class. Going to be joined by Luigi Tadone, one of my dashboard contributors, and him and I are going to break it all down for you. Going to go over his high school statistics, his recruiting profile. Is he going to see the field in 2024? Then we're going to take a look at his high school film and hit the film room where we're going to be able to take a look at his traits. He is a fast running back. There is no doubt about it. You're going to clearly see that when we take a look at his film. But anyway, you play Devy, you play C2C, and you come across this video. Thanks for watching. Got videos just like this on a ton of other freshmen headed to college football this year. So please hit that subscribe button. Help me grow the channel. Let's get to the show. Hey, Luigi, welcome back to the program. We got a LSU running back. We're going to talk about Caden Durham. Welcome back to the program.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for having me back. I'm really excited to talk about this prospect, one of the fastest players in the
Yes.
cycle, and you're a
Yes.
really dynamic player. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
he
break down the
is.
tape, man.
Yeah, we're going to talk about his high school stats. We're going to go over his recruiting profile. We're going to talk about the 2024 depth chart at LSU. Are we going to see Caden on the field this year? And then we're going to get to the film room. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. So the only stats I could really find on the internet were his senior year. The monster, ran for 1,841 yards with 21 touchdowns. This guy, like you said, is one of the fastest running backs in, as a freshman coming into college football this year. But yeah, he's been super productive. Also receiving, he had 13 receptions in 14 games, averages about one reception a game with one touchdown. So we'll have to see what his receiving profile is at
Mhm.
LSU when he finally gets on the field. But super productive player. Let's get right into his recruiting profile here on 24/7 Sports. He is currently RB6. And then on 3, he is currently RB5. So exciting player, top prospect. I'm in a couple C2C supplemental drafts. I know you are too, Luigi. A couple
Yeah.
Devy startups. The last 2 supplemental C2C drafts, just to give some context, this guy has not left the 5th round. He was drafted in the 5th round in both of the supplemental drafts that I'm currently drafting in right now. So all you Devy and C2C heads out there that are watching this program, it's about where you're going to have to take him. The LSU backfield is I think not really wide open for him to get early playing time. But why don't you break it down for us, Luigi? I mean, do you think we're going to see this kid on the field in 2024?
I mean, I think the big name there is Caleb Jackson right now for Devy
Hmm.
purposes and on field. They have Josh Williams, I think, penciled in as the starter, but I think that's more of a nod to him being the veteran in the backfield.
Hmm.
Uh, they have Trey Holly, who I think has gotten into some legal trouble in the offseason, so he's a question mark. And if I'm not mistaken, they have John Henry, who entered the portal and came back, so he's still there. Um, but as far as I think Caleb Jackson could be the Lightning and or the Thunder, and our guy Durham could be the Lightning. I mean, I think that could be the 1-2 punch, and they could end up having just one of the top backfields in the entire country next year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm a big Caleb Jackson fan. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see him. I mean, I think Josh Williams is a jag. I'd love to see just Jackson be the focal point. We are just thirsty for our next big, LSU running back. We were kind of talking pre-show a little bit. We haven't had one that's really hit in the NFL in quite some time. But this guy is not in spring. He is arriving this summer, so he's a little late to the party. So I agree with
Mhm.
you. I think it's really going to be Jackson. I don't think they're really going to. They might put him in there a little bit, maybe on some blowout games to get him a little work this year. But I don't think he's going to be, a back that is probably going to get a lot of run in 2024. But like you said, 2025, he could be the lightning to Jackson Thunder, and with his speed. I think they might try and get him a little bit of run this year. But so let's get right to it, man. Let's get into the film room and see what this kid looks like. All right, welcome to the film room, Caden Durham. Here we go. We talked about his speed. I think this is what you're going to see. This guy has more. I don't think I've seen a high school player film that has more long breakaway runs than this guy. So,
Yes, sir. I love scouting running backs. It's my first position that I love scouting. That's because back in the day, you didn't get any tape. You don't have any all 22s. The only player you could really watch every snap was the running back. So that's where it all started for me. And so I just love it. And this is one of the most exciting prospects in the cycle.
yeah,
Look
and
how fast he is. Oh my gosh.
he is fast, but what I want to see too, I want to see movement skills. I want to see some navigation through the line of scrimmage. I mean, all these like long runs are great, right? But he's
Yes.
going through gaping holes. I
Yeah.
want to see some navigation. I want to see, and I think we are going to see some here. Here we go. Perfect. Good pad level, contact balance. I mean, for his size, these guys are just not wrapping up, man. What are you guys doing? Got to wrap this guy up. But again, this is what we like to see, right? We like to see, some congestion. How do you maneuver? Sweet feet, get some
Sweet feet.
footwork.
Yeah.
Again, just breaking tackles, and then you
He's got
can.
good strength. He's a tough kid.
He's a
He's
tough
not
kid.
just a speed guy.
I agree 100%. Number 3 with a killer block, put that guy on his butt there. Very
Oh yeah.
nice.
And this is one of the loaded high school talented team. Keelan Russell, quarterback, DeCorian Moore, wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
So again, I like how here he presses the line of scrimmage and then bounces outside, sees that it's not really there. Outside, good vision, and then you can see the guy's hand's already up, right? He knows what's going to happen after that. The guy's hand he knows what's happening. You ain't going to catch him in the second level. He's just not. So, like the cut back there, good vision.
He'd be great in a zone scheme.
Yeah, they're picking away to zone. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
give him a lane
outside
and
zone.
just give him a lane and get out of the way.
So a lot of plays here where he's not getting touched,
Yeah,
So,
that's a good team, like I said. So,
so
he's not the major threat on the team.
Yeah, I want to see some congestion. I want to see some navigation here. Let's see what we got. Just again, another
Boom, just running right by you.
Yeah, just
But like I said, he's a well-built guy. He's got like some thickness in his lower half. So, he profiles as a player who should be able to absorb contact.
Probably be like 205.
Yeah.
Right. Probably something like that. So see what he does here.
And Devy too, I do like his prospects. I think the NFL is going to really want him to they want guys like this.
It's all about speed, right?
A-Chain came to mind a little bit. A-Chain's faster than him, but a little bit different running back. But
here we go.
I'd say A-Chain's got some sweet feet, I would say.
Absolutely. And a guy who was durable at Texas A&M, we'll have to see in Miami. Big difference going to the NFL, playing with the big boys. We'll have to see if he can continue to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But again, here's a good play. He's got a little bit of congestion in here, following his blocks. Little contact balance, breaks through the other side. Little wildcat, it looks like right here. Oh, that's a nice stop start.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. Boom. Makes that guy miss. Then the acceleration. And then ho-hum, another long 80-yard. You can see why he had 1,800 yards. He's got these chunk plays are just amazing. He's just... That was a nice cutback going through there.
Boom.
Boom, right there, and then cuts back inside. And then, of course, it's the same old story. Using his blockers well. Wow, this guy's had a lot of explosive plays in high school.
Yeah, what do you average? 10 yards a carry?
Yeah. A little navigation.
Too easy, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's too easy.
But he plays to his strengths. He knows who he is.
He's a speed guy. Would like to see just him in short yardage situations. What kind of pad level he has, what kind of contact balance. It's kind of hard when you good cutback there. And again,
love to see him in the receiving game a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. What he had one catch per game. So
yeah, doesn't
mean he can't catch. Maybe they just don't throw to the backs. But here we go. Little out. There we go. Speak of the devil, right? On point, right? With our conversation here. Really nice ball placement by the receiver, over the shoulder look. Very nice.
Oh, they also have Harlem Berry coming in the following year, who's I think he's the number 1 running back in the country.
Oh, really?
So he will have competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's another super freaky speed guy. But we'll see how that plays out.
He gets a crease. You're not going to get him.
Nope. Running backs are tricky, man. They're because they lose value so quickly if they're not producing. and they don't have
Yeah.
a clear path.
Well, it's really tough to see kind of really what kind of navigation he has because he's got a lot of holes. He's got, he's kind of making one guy
Yeah.
miss, and really nice cutback right here. But he's not going to have this luxury, I think, playing in the SEC. So we'll have to see. Really, it's going to come down to, I think, his physicality because he is a little bit on the smaller side, right? I mean, we know he's got the wheels. Playing in
Yeah.
Dallas here, he's playing in Big D in this.
He'll have a chance to prove himself in the SEC. You gotta
Yes,
be
he will.
tough biscuit to play in that league.
You sure do. So, sort of a little blocking here.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what we like to see. And that's what we end with on these shows. Nice block right there. I always end the shows with, some
Toughness,
intangibles,
tangibles.
toughness, physicality, right? So, yeah, I mean, I think, look, he looks like a great, prospect. Like I said, he's not getting out of the 5th round in C2C Devy supplemental drafts.
Yeah, I mean, he's a freaky athlete. I think any coach in the country would love to have a kid like this on their team. I mean,
Mhm.
he's what coaches want. He's so explosive, a
Yeah.
difference maker in a lot of ways.
So we know he's got the wheels. We know he's explosive. It's whether or not he's really going to be able to navigate through the trenches, have the contact balance, the vision, and being able to bounce inside and outside, around the line of scrimmage. So, hey, as always, Luigi, appreciate you joining in and jumping in on these film reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching.